Hello YouTube, this is Matthew Williams and I'm just bringing you a little feature on the new iPad, yes, which is basically an extended size mobile phone without the ability to speak on it as a mobile phone. They could have put that in, but they didn't for some strange reason. Anyway, it sells for about $499. There aren't any available. You have to go on back orders, and put yourself in a long queue. Basically, this is a very thin pad device, which is a possible contender to the Amazon Kindle. And I would say that, spending a lot of money on an Amazon Kindle when you could have one of these, you'd probably be better off with one of these, because Amazon Kindle just connects to Amazon and does nothing but allows you to download books that you pay for through Amazon. So I think they should be giving the Kindle away, considering people are going to actually be buying the books through Amazon in the first place. No, this isn't a laptop. Now, the iPad has been touted by Steve Jobs as a brilliant device which is really fast, and Apple invented the laptop, and then laptops have come on, but as Steve Jobs says, they've got crappy Windows operating systems on them. Well, Steve, I hate to break it to you, mate, but this has the iPhone operating system on it. So, it isn't a laptop. Alright? This isn't a laptop. This isn't even a tablet. Yes? Because if it was a tablet, it would run an operating system that handled your Mac software. Yes? What you haven't done is you haven't given people a portable tablet Mac, which is what they were expecting. They were expecting a tablet Mac, so they could do their video editing and they could run all the software they wanted to. Right? What they got was an iPhone that had been stretched, with a touchscreen, and has the same power as most mobile phones which are coming out at the moment, with a 1 gigahertz processor. Now, you're not going to be able to run Mac software on this because it has a custom processor, which means it's not Intel. And because it's not Intel, it won't be capable of running any Mac software. So this is not a laptop. This is nothing to do with portable computing. This is a Wi-Fi mobile connecting internet little device that connects you to the web. That's it. It's a web device. It's got a few apps on there, like it's got a calendar and it's got email, and you can watch movies. But sadly, down to a 1 gigahertz processor, it means that the highest quality videos you'll be able to watch on there will be 720p. Now, get this. They will have to be encoded in the special formats that the pad can handle. So you can't just download movies that you want. You can't torrent them into the device, and then play them, because it won't allow that, because it won't be able to handle it, because it won't understand the formats. So you aren't going to be playing movies of your own and movies that you want to play. You're going to be playing stuff that was specifically created for that pad in the format it can handle, because that will be accelerated so it can handle displaying that back. It's got a 1024 by 768 screen, which really isn't that high res in today's sort of portable formats. Now, this has the same functionality to be able to run the apps from supposedly the iPhone. So all the iPhone apps will work on this, but it doesn't have the standard Office package because it's not a Mac. It's an iPhone, stretched iPhone. So you're not going to have Office intercompatibility. So this is going to be of very little use to business people who want to write letters and receive documents and Excel spreadsheets and do stuff where the big world does, the same as the rest of the world does with their Office utilities. It's not going to be able to handle it. But this is the best bit. Now, hold yourselves down, because as Steve Jobs says, this is a really great tool with a powerful browser for accessing the net. Rewind, because powerful browser equals cut down Safari. Now he says this is Safari. It's not Safari. It's not Safari. Because if you're saying it's Safari, then it's the browser you get on a Mac. Yes? And Safari you get on the iPad is not Safari you get on the Mac. Safari you get on the iPad doesn't have Flash. So just like the iPod and the iPhone, it doesn't have flash. Now, why has Apple done this? Why do they decide that they don't want flash? Has Steve Jobs had a shit-fit tantrum with Adobe, and doesn't like them or something? Yeah. Why do his devices not have flash? Why? It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's like flash is the backbone of the internet. You have web pages, and when you want rich content, you put flash on them. So, if you're browsing through a web page on the iPad, you will see a little box with a little symbol, which basically means you would have had a flash video here, or flash animation, or something you could click on which was flash, but you can't have it because this device doesn't allow it, so you're not having it. Yeah. Now guess what runs on flash? YouTube? YouTube runs on flash. And guess what else runs on flash? Sites that have video, and rich content video sites. And games, yes, flash games, yeah. So you can't have any of that. The iPad, I should call it iPod, because it's basically a fucking glorified iPod, yeah. It plays shit quality videos. It plays stuff that's been formatted for it that you can buy through the iTunes store. So just another way to sell more stuff through iTunes. Yeah, cripple the way that this device can work so that your narrow focus and spectrum is through the iTunes store. Yeah, and the Apple App Store. So it's all redirection back to Apple for more money after you've bought the device. What a pile of crap. I mean, people are going to be wandering around going, look at me, I'm so cool, I can browse the web, right? If you see anybody with one of these devices wandering around going, look at me, I'm just so cool, just walk up to them and go, flash! Yeah? And just see how they react. Just go, flash, 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 flash. Yeah? And just see how those little pricks react, because they're gods. It's Mr. Jobs. Mr. Jobs says, no flash. No flash for you, sorry. Safari browser, no flash. So not really Safari browser. Lying, not a real browser, not a true browser, not a true internet browser, but a cut down, lying name browser that is crippled. Yes? So, welcome to your iPad. Does it have USB? Does it fuck? Yeah? Does it have a removable battery? Does it fuck? Fucking yeah, and it's got a 1 gigahertz processor. He says that netbooks are not very powerful because they run crappy operating system by Windows. Yeah, it's like yeah, but you can run any software you want on a netbook. You can run Photoshop, you can run Premiere, you can video edit, you can run games. You can run a game on your netbook. Like World of Warcraft, you can run those games because it's running a real operating system. Yeah, a real operating system. Yeah, this is not a real operating system. Yeah, this is a mobile phone operating system. Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, people are going to have to wake up to this. So what are you going to do with this device? What exactly are you going to do on this device apart from browse the internet and try and look poncy browsing the internet and send a few fucking emails? Yeah, I mean, yeah. And it won't fit in your pocket for the price you're paying. It will not fit in your pocket, and you will not be able to do office work on it. So, it's not a laptop. You're absolutely right. Yeah, it's not a laptop, Steve. 100% right there. It's not a laptop. It's not running a powerful enough operating system to let you behave like a laptop, and yet it isn't either, a phone device that you can put in your pocket either. So, I really don't know how these devices are going to sell, but, like with Apple, they'll just do it their way whether you like it or not. They aren't going to change their minds, and they're not going to listen to customer concerns, But, people have been screaming, battery, 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 for about the last fucking 4 or 5 years now. Battery, 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 and it's like, they bring out the MacBook Air, 1 USB port, so when you knock it and you have to send it back to Apple because it's been damaged, yeah? Yeah, right. Enjoy it, folks. Enjoy it. I won't ever buy one, and I don't think you'll even see me being dead touching one. So, Apple taking over the world with stupidity. Good enough for